Welcome along the African Renaissance TV from wherever spatially you are watching us from. This is The Call, a program that brings you current affairs activities all over the country and beyond. And today on The Call is an interesting avenue, one of the most interesting people that you can have in this continent. People that have biked or bikers that will use their bikes and then trek from between countries, and in fact in this case among countries, from one of my favorite countries, Cote d'Ivoire, through Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Senegal, and then the Gambia. Well, we are here to witness and then tell you what their journey has been about, and then some of the interesting things that we can all learn from them. You're welcome onto the show.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Nangadef.
Oh, Nangadef, that's the first one. Well, see, you've already learned how to speak Wolof here in the Gambia. Well, it's an interesting part. So, but you didn't say your name. Your name is?
My name is Yasmin Diawara.
Interesting. Yeah. That's the name that I like almost. Oh, yeah, I love the name. Yes, and you?
Salam alaikum, Nangadef.
Well, walaikum.
Et après, it's magnifique, right? Oh, I'm not good in it. We need to stay longer. So, my name is Julia. I'm German, but I'm living in Cote d'Ivoire, where Yasmin is from.
Well, interesting. And now, finally, you and Jasmine are here in the Gambia. One of the things that I want to tell you before we can start this discussion proper, the Gambia is also known as the smiling coast of Africa.
Yes. Oh, no, we love it. We saw people smiling, like coming from Gambia over the border with us. They were already smiling. We know this country would be a good country. Well, you have nice people. You have a nice country. Even the policeman at the border, the first thing he said was like, "Hey, how are you? Welcome to the smiling coast." It's like, oh, it's so nice.
That's an amazing feeling. Well, the reception is nice. I mean, from the border post. Well, a big salute to all the police out there and then the border patrols. Yeah,
the country. You see at the border how the country will be.
Most definitely, that is the first point of contact. Well, but coming back here to us, we have very amazing bikes here, right? We are looking at them. But then I want to understand this journey. Who first want to take me through? When did you start? When did you start this journey here?
Okay, we started on November 30th. So this is like about 3 weeks ago that we started our journey with the objective to cycle 2,000 kilometers all the way from Cote d'Ivoire, as you said, to Senegal, passing by Guinea, and then joining here at Gambia. And we are here.
Well, interesting. Well, talking about Senegal and Guinea and then in the Gambia, what will you count as an interesting part of your journey coming into the Gambia?
Coming into the Gambia, or all? You mean the whole journey?
The whole journey. What memory do you have?
The best memory are the people. People were so nice. In every country, we have been hosted by people to sleep there. So we had a home, we had a family, we had food. They introduced us to media like yours, or to youth association, to talk to them, to schools, to university. So my favorite memory are people and the gentle kind of people we meet. Like, it's awesome.
Well, amazing people everywhere you go, and then that is a big part of not just the Gambia, Africa, and then the world at large. It's interesting. But talking of organizations, I mean, you want to take us through a brief about your work?
Yes. So with Julia, we have created what we call Cycling to Empower. So we want, through this movement of cycling, showing young people that, everyone is capable of achieving whatever they set their mind to. Because yes, it's a long journey. People see that it's difficult, and yes, but whenever you set yourself goals, you are able to achieve them. Wherever it does not depend on your background, on where you're coming from, if you have money or not, if you are white or black. There is no color to this. There is no background to it. It's just we have the capacities and the skills within us. So this is a message that we love to talk to young people, but beside that also we talk about environment, how why young people we should all wake up and start investing our skills and knowledge in creating environmental solution. So, and we have the last part. I'll let Julia talk about the why also we are cycling to empower.
Well, that is interesting. When it comes to the environment, I'm personally so passionate about that. It's an important part for me. And then, but okay, let's get it from Julia.
Okay,
Yeah.
before going to the environment, I want to say one thing that Jasmine didn't said. It's a very important message because it's Yasmin who actually organized the journey and who has this idea to go from Cote d'Ivoire until Senegal. And I think it's a really important message because we went to university, we went to schools, and then they see me and they say, oh, it's a white person, so you must be having money, it must be having your idea, you people do this, but it's not like this. It's her who initiated it, and it's her who would have even do it alone. So I want to really emphasize that, she is a role model for the African female leadership community.
She's already my star.
So now I can talk about the environment. So talking about the environment, what she said, we are talking to the youth to encourage innovative thinking, how we can address local problems with local solution, with local people. We are not here to give lessons, say, hey, you should do this or you should do that. People, when you're in your own community, you can, here we have some waste, or we saw also like a lot of burning fires in the forest. So people know what are their problems, and they will be the best to actually do it.
Solutions to them.
And the second part of our mission is to raise funds doing a crowdfunding campaign. So you people should go on GoFundMe, Cycling to Empower, right? And we are raising money to buy bamboo bicycles, which are actually built up in Ghana from a Ghanaian entrepreneur, a woman, an African, and using environmental
Local
innovation.
creativity.
Yeah, it's a bamboo. It's just a bamboo. You can find it here, right? And why we are raising money to buy these bamboo bikes is because we met a lot of kids who actually have long distance to go to school, especially in the rural area. So we met one kid in Banyang, which was in Guinea. He did 9 kilometers in the morning, 9 kilometers in the evening, which is about 4 hours walking every day. So school should not be a privilege. It should not be complicated to reach school. Everyone has the right to education. So he already has access to education, but at the same time, this guy or this girl in some rural areas, they don't have because it's so complicated. So we want that they have bamboo bicycles to cut their path into half the time.
What an amazing cost. I mean, like you said, education is that important, but then access to student come to such a huge cost to anyone, especially young people.
Yeah.
Talking about young people, why you specifically? Why are you choosing youth in terms of your activities?
I don't know, maybe because I'm young.
Well, that's the
But I am passionate about civic engagement and especially youth participation. Africa is the youngest continent because we have the majority of the population is young here. And we need, as young people, sometimes we are not taken very seriously because of cultural barriers and stuff like that, norms, but we should be acknowledged to acknowledge that we have the power to change things, and it needs to be a reminder. And whenever you are young and you face problems, you feel like this is very difficult, and just the fact of seeing someone doing something, the fact of getting the message to yourself to remind you that, hey, I'm capable of doing this. So I love youth empowerment. I actually work at UNICEF currently, and in the adolescents and young development section, where I do everything youth-led capacity in advocacy and capacity building for employment and participation and all of those stuff. So I'm passionate about.
Well, it's everything good that we have that can come into this world, but must go through youths. They are an important cog of anything good that we are going to do. And then, I want to be specific on the Gambia here. You've been here for a day already. Well, so tell me, coming from Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Guinea, what is the one common thing that you found in all these countries that's really amazing? A good thing.
Oh, I think I already told you. Oh, Gambia question, right? No, I told you it's people. It's the really like the welcoming of people, the generosity of people. Okay, let me give you an example. When we were cycling like our hardest journey, it was like 9 kilometers going like up like this, which was in Guinea, close to where were you going? Mamu? No, rather before Mamu, right? So we were maybe about 6 or 7 kilometers. We didn't have water anymore, and then wow, there was there's a little shop popping up. So we had she had a little bit of money left, which was exactly like for like 2 bags of water. And then we saw a young guy eating an orange, and I was like, oh yeah, do you sell oranges here? And he said no. But then he gave me the orange. I was like, oh my God. And he was like seeing us suffering, and this orange like gives so much energy. And it's just one story of thousands of stories. The people are nice in all the countries we are crossing.
That's amazing.
Africa is nice.
That's amazing. People are amazing. But okay, so let's talk about your friends in the Gambia. We want to cut it short, but your friends in the Gambia, what would you like to say about them? You have friends here?
Yeah, I do have friends in the Gambia, and they are sunshine, like the sun shining right here. Yeah.
So now you want to join us? Well, come here.
Sona is the one who welcomed us here. She made us, actually, you know, we run out of time. And also, we are trying to reach Senegal because my little brother lives there, and we want to celebrate the New Year's with him. So I was like, oh my God, we won't have enough time if we come into Gambia. And Julia has already met Sona before. She was like, no, we cannot cross before without crossing the Gambia. We need to go in the Gambia, and we are absolutely happy to be here, to be in the Smiling Coast with these hearts, how do we say, heart melting
Well, yeah, before
woman.
Let's get to hear from her. Well, how do you feel having received them here?
It's kind of exciting because the first time I met Julia, it was on a table, right, at Egypt some days ago. So she came in late and she was like, oh my God, I'm just coming from somewhere and I did not come with clothes and it's cool inside here. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. So she was like, I arrived 4 a.m. this morning and I'm so tired and sleepy. And then I turned and looked at her, I'm like, this girl talks too much. So and then all of a sudden she's like, you know, I'm on a cycling trip. And I'm like, oh my God, with Jasmine? She said, yes. I said, oh, I'm supposed to host you in the Gambia. Then we started shouting in the hall. And everybody turned and looked at us. I'm like, yeah. So that's how we met. And then, you know, we got to talk. Then we met some few people in Egypt as well, Asma and Noor. They took us around.
And shout out to Social Change Factory.
They came here as a result of Social Change Factory because Social Change Factory was supposed to host them in the Gambia. So I was supposed to do the organization, identify few youth organizations that will host them. Then we can have discussions with the youth. But unfortunately, when they told me they've cancelled, so that plan couldn't materialize. But notwithstanding, I guess they have so much fun.
The media, we can reach much more people. Like
Well, definitely. That is quite important. I mean, media is that important in amplifying voices of any message. But then, so let's use that. What message do you have for the youth out there, especially?
I love it. Thank you. So for every young person watching right now, I want to tell you that you are capable of doing what you want to do. It may be hard because you have difficulties, but please trust yourself. Believe in yourself. If you are a believer in God, I am a believer in God. Believe in God to give you also, to connect you with the people, with the right people as you are trying to start what you want to start. Just start what you want to start. This dream that you have inside your mind, your heart, believe in it. Start with the first step and you will see things building ahead. That's my message for you, and I'm sending you a lot of love. Yes.
Well, that is an amazing statement. I mean, believe in yourself is one of the 4 steps that you do, and then every other thing will come along just fine. What do you have to say to them?
No, it's a shared message. You need to believe in yourself and you need to do the first step. Because a lot of people actually contacting us are like, oh, I would love to cycle with you, but I feel like I can't. And I think everyone can do what we do because people think we are like the most sportive people in the world. That's not true. That's not true. So, we're just cycling in our rhythm. You can do even just 40 kilometers if you want. If you're very good, you do 150. We do as we go with the flow. Like if the day is great, we will do 100. If the day is not great, we'll do 50. It's okay. You can do this too. And if you have another dream, do your dream. Like you are capable. You are awesome.
Well, that should be a motivating factor for anyone listening out there. You should be yourself. Take the first step, believe in yourself, and then, like I said, every other thing will come along just fine. But Sona, what message do you have to send to them? I mean, they are here. I know Julia is here, Jasmine is here, but what do you have to tell them?
Okay, so I just want to appreciate them because these are so lovely people. The fact that they thought of not passing the Gambia to come here just because of one head, not because of Cecil Change Factory at some point. I think I'm overwhelmed somehow, and I really want to thank them for that. And I also want to appreciate the fact that they want to help young people that are finding it difficult to get access to education. And I pray that God make it easy for all of you at some point. Yeah, so thank you. I want to speak French, but I cannot.
Merci.
But one thing that they enjoy while riding is the dance steps that they always do. So maybe they can just...
Who wants to give me that move? One of the first moves, let me see.
Music, we need music.
Yes.
Well, okay, that's a nice one. We will have to cut it short there. But then, like you said, the message is clear. You believe in yourself. I mean, the first step is that important for anyone and everyone to do. And then, like she said, there has been they are on a GoFundMe that everyone out there is invited to be a part of, and then we are all capable of doing whatever we believe in. Let's get to do that, and then surely, like you said, we believe in whatever we believe in. We believe in God, and that everything good in this world that we intend will come to play, and then our abilities are really enough when we have that belief in ourselves. And then I am really happy and glad to have all of you here. But before we end this, I will have to ride a bike myself here. Yeah, I will have to ride. You want to take that? Which bike?
Take the smaller one. So we're now live seeing Mohamed Senior riding a bicycle. So he's not professional as well, but okay. Is he doing the thing? Is he capable? Go, go, go. And he is! Woo! Yes. You're a killer! Professional!
Yes. Well, yes. So now you've been their host in the Gambia. So, but what message do you have to say? I mean, in terms of remarks, and then the institutions and people that they have to also send appreciations to, if there is.
Okay, so first I want to say thank you to Social Change Factory for making me come into contact with these great people, of course. And then, yes, I wouldn't go out of this whole thing without saying thank you to Auntie Fatou, my auntie. So I was with her in Egypt, and then we met Julia together. When I told her Julia was coming to the Gambia, she's like, oh no, you don't have to let her go without seeing me. And to her, Julia is like a daughter, and then she gave us her own apartment at Paradise Estate. That's where we're staying at. And then, she gave us food. She took us out last night, and then we spent the whole time together. So I want to say thank you to her and all the good jobs she's doing for the Gambian people as well.
Well, amazing. I'm sorry if we are coming into contact with good people and good institutions. And what message would you have for them, and who are they?
So, first of all, I need to say thank you as well to Auntie Fatoumata because she is so cute. And to all our hosts, we have been hosted by Bao, we have been hosted by Junior. I will not recall them all. There are 30 hosts we have. So, thank you to all our hosts. And then back in Ivory Coast, thank you to Nada Factory, who is a very famous media person and who managed to do a little spot with us. And thank you also to Manush Secret. She designed all these nice clothes that you can actually buy to fundraise with us the bicycle. So go and shop us.
Well, amazing. I'm sorry she has not exhausted all of them. You might want to...
Yes, thank you to GoSport, and also it is a brand there, a sport brand. They offered the bicycle, Julia's bicycle, and a lot of equipment that help us. Thanks to them, we are riding without scaring anything. Also thanks to Pro Shop Bikes, which is the brand of my bike, and also all the training to make us ready, and also some equipment. And thank you to all the people in Guinea that we just crossed, in Mamu, in Farana, in all these amazing areas. Thank you guys so much.
Well, yeah, so before we end this, who is going to say thank you to that cameraman here?
Jerry Jeff, thank you.
Well, okay, Jeff Mohammed. Well, it has been an amazing conversation here with Jasmine and Juliet and Sona, their host in the Gambia. From all the good people that they have met along the way from Senegal, Guinea, Conakry, and then all over the world. They are amazing people, and then a big thank you on their behalf, and then we are glad to have received them in the Gambia. Well, this brings us to the end of our program here at The Call on the African Renaissance TV. To have more interesting episodes and program coming your way from here in the Gambia or across Africa, stay tuned, subscribe, and follow us as we bring you more exclusive coverages of everything good about this continent. Thank you so much. It has been Mohamed B. Bayi. Yes, African Renaissance TV.
Hello, je suis Yasmine.
Et moi c'est Julia. Et on vous présente notre projet Dada, qui est d'Anané en Côte d'Ivoire jusqu'à Dakar au Sénégal. Et on passe par la Guinée-Conakry, la Guinée-Bissau, Gambie et Sénégal. Et tout cela en 30 jours. On est parti le 30 novembre, pardon. Et on espère y arriver c'est l'objectif, le 31 décembre.
C'est ça. Alors, notre objectif en faisant tout cela, c'est de sensibiliser la jeunesse ouest-africaine à s'engager activement dans tout ce qui est question environnementale, donc à essayer de penser un peu quelles innovations environnementales on peut essayer de créer pour préserver l'environnement. Et aussi, alors, on fait une levée de fonds pour financer des vélos en bambou à des filles qui sont loin de l'école et qui donc traversent des distances très longues pour se rendre à l'école. Voilà un peu ce que c'est que Cycling to Empower.
Et on va mettre le petit lien pour Cycling to Empower. Donc soutenez-nous et on vous souhaite une bonne journée. Bisous.